At least 6 former ministers are reportedly seeking payment of outstanding back pay from the Alan Chastanet government. While not referring directly to the former ministers, Frank Myers says it's rather unfortunate that there are people who are prepared to bring the country to its knees to obtain what they claim is theirs.
2008, that's prior to the financial crisis, and they demanded 40%, else they were going on strike, shut the country down. That was the language at the time. Now, when a country is broke, back against the wall, for legislators who know better than the average member of the public the country's finances to speak about demanding payment now, or else we will go to the courts, it is almost unconscionable. Now, when you take into consideration also that the people who are speaking now demitted office a year ago, just over a year ago, and the reason they were kicked out of office is that the majority of the voting public thought that they were not producing. So now they are demanding payment for a time when your employers thought you were not producing. You now put this on a lower scale in the operations of a company. Do you think that would fly? It actually makes no sense. And it goes back to the other conversation about productivity. Who measures the efficiency or the productivity of parliamentarians? Who does?
For everything done, particularly in the wrong manner, Myers says, there are usually repercussions.
There are certain things that we seem to do in this country, forgetting that there are repercussions for everything. You can't go out and do something and believe that it's going to change automatically when you get what you want. A case in point that one can easily point to is a comment made by a former prime minister when he was in opposition, to the extent that he would speak to investors not to come into the country because his party was out of office. That may be so. But the problem is that when you do something like this, when governments change as they normally do, the comment you made does not automatically disappear, because a perception is created in the country that something is wrong, that there is corruption, there's rampant corruption. And we know that the world sneers at corruption, transparency, etc. So when you, from the country, tell investors the country is corrupt, it is not going to change overnight. And thus, to pull an investor back into the country, it's going to be extremely hard work. So we have to think about these repercussions. So now we're talking about parliamentarians seeking significant increases. Where is the money going to come from?
As for the statement, "I am giving back to my country," Myers says he has a problem with that being said over and over.
A lot of them says, "I am giving back to the country." You had that conversation. I've always have a problem with it. I am giving back to the country. What are they giving back? I think St. Lucians really have to take these statements and analyze them. There's nothing being given back here. What we have in here is almost a form of blackmail. Give me what I want, or else. Period.
Taking the masses for a ride is not a thing of the past, Myers says, and people should be vigilant about what they allow parliamentarians to get away with. For the DBS News World, I am Alex Bousquet.